when the moon turned blue, the sun glowed green, and nobody could explain why. In the autumn of 1883, people across the world looked up at the sky and saw something impossible. The sunsets burned with colors no living person had ever seen before. Newspapers filled with eyewitness reports. Scientists were overwhelmed with questions. But what happened next changed everything. At first, the explanation seemed simple. On August 28, 1883, the volcano Krakatoa erupted with unimaginable force. The explosion was heard thousands of miles away, and tens of thousands of people died. It was one of the most violent events in recorded history. So, the world accepted the answer. Volcanic dust had entered the atmosphere, changing the color of the sky. Case closed. Or was it? Have you ever wondered why some mysteries are solved too quickly? Because there was one detail that didn't fit. The strange skies didn't disappear after a few weeks. They continued. Months passed, then years. Witnesses still reported unusual sunsets. Blue moons still appeared. In some places, the sun itself looked green. And yet scientists insisted it was all Krakatoa. But what happened next changed everything. 7 years. That's how long some reports claimed these atmospheric effects lasted. 7 years. And during that time, there were periods when the strange lights vanished completely, only to return later. So where was the volcanic dust hiding? Suspended in the air for years? Waiting in silence before returning? Or did it come from somewhere else? Imagine standing outside in the dead of night and seeing a blue moon hanging above your house. Would you trust your own eyes, or would you assume the sky itself was broken? The deeper researchers looked, the stranger the story became. Old records began surfacing. Reports of snowflakes as large as dinner plates, black rain falling from clear skies, pink snow, blue hailstones, even accounts claiming hail tasted like oranges. Impossible, right? That's exactly what people said about stones falling from the sky. For centuries, science insisted meteorites did not exist. Their argument was simple. There are no stones in the sky, therefore, stones cannot fall from the sky. It sounded logical. Until witnesses kept finding hot rocks where lights had fallen. In 1772, a mysterious stone reportedly fell in Luce, France. The famous scientist Lavoisier examined it and declared that it had not come from the heavens. According to him, lightning had simply struck an ordinary rock. And just like that, the mystery was buried. But have you noticed a pattern? Again and again, people report something impossible. Again and again, they are told they never saw it at all. What if history is filled with mysteries that were explained away, not because they were understood, but because they were inconvenient? Have you ever wondered how many impossible things have happened while humanity was looking in the other direction? The writer Charles Fort believed there was another possibility. He suggested that Earth might not be as isolated as we think. What if dust didn't come from Krakatoa? What if it came from somewhere beyond our world? An uncomfortable idea, but not an entirely new one. Long before 1883, some scientists had proposed the existence of cosmic dust drifting through space, tiny particles moving silently between worlds, eventually reaching Earth. Could an invisible cloud have passed through our atmosphere?
Could it have painted our sunsets and changed the color of our moon? Or was something else traveling with it? Because once you accept that things can arrive from beyond Earth, other questions begin to appear. Questions about objects seen in the sky, questions about strange falls from the heavens, questions about reports so absurd that they sound like fiction. And then there is one case that almost nobody talks about anymore. A turtle. A turtle that allegedly fell from the sky over Vicksburg. Yes, you heard that correctly. But what happened next changed everything. Because if one impossible thing can happen, then perhaps the blue moons of 1883 were not a natural event at all. Perhaps they were a sign, a warning, or evidence that, for a brief moment, something passed over our world, watching silently as we stared back in confusion. And if that's true, then the real question isn't why the moon turned blue. The real question is, what else arrived with it? And next time, we'll examine the forgotten account of the Turtle of Vicksburg, a case that becomes stranger the deeper you investigate. Until then, look up at the night sky, because if history has taught us anything, it's that sometimes the impossible doesn't disappear. It simply waits for someone to notice it again. And what if, somewhere above us, it's still waiting for